All right, this is Real Estate Fight Club, episode 84, third rendition of the name. Welcome to another episode of Real Estate Fight Club, formerly known as Realtor Fight Club, formerly known as Toe to Toe. I'm glad you're here and you found us. You're amazing. What's up, Jen Mertlin?
Hey, Monica. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm great.
Good. Well, we've had a lot of exciting things going on here.
Yeah.
The Realtor Fight Club podcast.
And I'm moving tomorrow too.
Lord have mercy.
Hey, I've lived here the longest I've ever lived anywhere.
That's incredible.
Time to move.
You're not moving into one of your investment properties?
No, hell no. Those are making money. Why would I live?
Good. All right, guys. Yes, as we mentioned, and you've probably seen something if you've been following us at all, we have had to change the name of the podcast to Real Estate Fight Club because the big boys at the National Association of Realtors did not like that we were using their trademark word.
I actually feel like it was more they didn't like that we were misusing the word.
We're misusing the word. Okay. I get it. We get it. We got to play by the rules. Look. I mean, it's a fight club, but there are rules in this house.
To the fighting, yeah. But stay tuned for more.
All right. Thanks for joining us for another episode either way. And today, Jen and I are going to duke it out over this question. Does it matter what you wear to an appointment? Mm-hmm. Does it matter how you show up from a garb standpoint? Me go first?
Yeah.
Okay. I will. And this is another statement with a caveat.
Of course.
So
you're Switzerland.
Yeah, no, I just think nothing.
Well, it depends is what you're going to say.
No, it's not black and white is what I'm going to say.
Okay.
So let me say this first. I want you to I think it matters that you're authentically you. Okay. If you are not a suit kind of guy or a, blazer kind of gal, then don't show up like something you're trying to be that you're not. Mm-hmm. That being said, I think there is, generally speaking, a level of respect as a professional that you want to convey when you show up to an appointment. Have I shown up in yoga pants and a ball cap before? Yeah, because the client called me and said, can you show me this house? And I said, I sure can, but I'm not dressed. And they said, I don't care. So, I think there's always the exception. But if I'm going on a listing consultation or I'm interviewing a buyer for the first time, I am going to show up in a way that allows them to know that I'm taking this meeting seriously and that I'm a professional. So yes, it matters. What say you, Jen Mertlin? Oh God, here we go.
No, okay. So yeah, of course it matters, right? First of all, you have to wear clothes.
Right. Good point.
I'm just saying, if we're going to start at the start. And I think it also, I like what you're saying about it needs to be authentically you, but it also needs to be appropriate for whatever you're doing, right? Authentically me is, if you watch every video for the last 2 years, I'm wearing either this or a different gray sweater and and I'm always have jeans and a black shirt. That's all that's in my closet. That is authentic. Do I wear that on listing appointments? Yeah. Do I wear it every client? Doesn't matter if it's a $30,000 property or an $800,000 property. Yeah.
Yeah. Cause it's you.
Yeah. So I think though but am I going to wear it to a wedding? No. Right. So right. I think if you do have a client or a client meeting where it makes more sense for you to, we all have a range of authenticity, I feel like, right? Mm-hmm. So sometimes the range is yoga pants and a ball hat. And sometimes the range is a nice pantsuit.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I could say about you, just as an example in this is for me, as I look at you, I can tell if you're dressed up more about how hair and makeup versus what you have. It's almost like I clearly took time to get ready. So you could show up in a nice black shirt and jeans,
right,
and not washed your hair and no makeup,
right,
and you could show up in the same outfit, your hair looking awesome and your makeup on, and I can tell you're
or different shoes too, accessories matter sometimes, right? So it depends. Right. So yeah, that's on the wave of what you should wear. I think that in general for showing houses, a lot of times I would say most people are probably more casual than for listing appointments. Isn't that interesting?
It is interesting. Why is that, do you think? Out in the field versus interviewing for the job?
Yeah.
Out in the field. Yeah. Especially if you're showing 7 houses, which we don't do anymore because there aren't 7 houses
Not
to
so.
show.
Right. Or if you're showing investment properties or farm
Yeah.
properties or land or whatever, you're going to dress differently than if you're showing like penthouses, you know?
Yeah. Now, what about if you're showing up to a for sale by owner? Does that matter that you present differently to the seller that's unrepresented?
I mean, to me, I just literally wear the same thing.
Yeah.
But
I think there's I think you're right. There's a range. And I think the problem comes when you get outside of that acceptable range. You know, you can be on the casual side of the range or the dressy side of the range, but when you show up, you know, I don't know, looking like something you're not with a bow tie and a, uh, top hat, it's just ridiculous.
so well, and then I think it's less about what you're wearing and more about how you're presenting yourself, but it's not your clothes. It's, are you comfortable? Like people be like, why are you uncomfortable? Like, and then they'll start thinking like, oh my God, do you not know how to do your job? Like they don't know that's what you're wearing because they don't know you.
Yeah, totally true. Totally true. We talked about this example on another podcast, and I can't remember what the topic was, but we talked about an agent that I was in a coaching group with, and he was new and he was dressing up and he, would wear this, at least a coat and nice shirt. I don't know if he had a tie on every time, but he wasn't having success. And the coach said, "What would you be wearing on a normal average day?" And he's like, "But hat backwards and a t-shirt." And he's like, "Then get the hell out of that suit."
And you're ridiculous.
Yeah. And the minute he did, things changed. He just obviously didn't wear that to appointment, but he stopped trying to be his dad.
But some version of that, yeah. Well, I'm remembering now I mean, I'm really comfortable in this like outfit and it makes it easy for me. Like I wore uniforms growing up, so it's like easy. It's like a little uniform, but also too, like, I mean, showing properties that like investment, dirty properties. And then, going to a listing appointment that's nice. This outfit, like if you have an outfit, it's a lot easier. Like I just changed my shoes,
You can do both.
It's awesome.
Yeah, that's true.
It's so much easier. Then you don't have to worry about it.
That's so true. I think if you look at it, it's interesting because a lot of people look at maybe a successful agent in their market and they happen to wear a suit and tie all the time.
Right.
And then you think that has to happen.
Right.
I guarantee there is the agent wearing jeans and, an Oxford that maybe is keeping more money than the show guy. And that's not a bad thing. If you like suit and tie, wear suit and tie. I love them. They're sharp.
Yeah, that's fine. But I think in general, we're a more casual society. But you bring up, I mean, that made me think of a good point. Like, doesn't matter what you drive. Maybe that's a different podcast. Or maybe we can think about that and come up to our 1 minute.
That is going to be a good one because I do have some opinion on that.
Yeah. All right. That's a different podcast then.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think it's time to go back to our corner. We're going to take a short break, hear a word from our sponsor, and when we return, we will have the final punches.
Dun, dun, dun. Welcome back. Now let's get back into the ring and finish this battle out.
I really feel like disagreed.
What?
Did we disagree?
I think not really. I think maybe... Well, I'm a very casual person. I think you're a little bit more casual. So you probably are on one end of that parameter versus me. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think we agree on the fact that you got to be authentic, that there's a range. What's that?
Shocker, we agree on being authentic.
Yeah, that's true.
The whole damn point of the podcast.
That's right. Be you, boo. Be you. All right. That's good. Yeah, I think that's going to have to be the end of today's battle. You got any?
I think too, hold on a second. I think too, like if your point, like if your conversion ratio is not good between the ones you set and the ones, and you're not getting them, then maybe take a look at that and see if there's any place you are being authentic, specifically what you are wearing, what you're driving, whatever. It could be something in there, like you said, for that guy. potentially.
It's true.
Or if you are uncomfortable or you want to change it, change it.
Change it. But I think that I could dress up to the nines and you could walk in jeans and some sort of cotton shirt and we could compete. And in the end, the person who solved the client's problem, showed up knowledgeable, had a plan, came in confident, is going to walk out of there with that listing.
Agreed. I don't think they really care about what you wear. And that's like one thing that we all have learned or in process of learning is like most people are not thinking about you. They're thinking about themselves.
That's right.
So it doesn't matter really. But yeah,
right.
not as long as you don't look like.
Yeah. Like the cat dragged in something from the backyard. Yeah. Brush your hair. Brush your hairs.
Unless you don't brush your hair, unless you got dreads.
If you got dreads, don't brush your hair. That ruins the dreads. I love that. It's true. It's true. All right. Now that's going to have to be the end of today's battle. If you enjoyed this episode, please do us a favor and share it with one of your colleagues. Write us a review wherever you listen to podcasts. We really appreciate that.
That'd be great. And do you think there was a knockout today? I don't even think we knocked each other out.
No, I think hopefully we gave people something to think about in their own business.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we would like to hear from you. So go to our Real Estate Fight Club Facebook page, comment and vote. And you can actually connect with us on Clubhouse Thursdays at noon Eastern, and we'll be discussing the topic. If you need an invite, I have a couple of extra. So you can text or call me. And if you want to learn about EXP, it's 513-400-1691. Thanks, Monica.
See you next time, Jen.